Good afternoon, folks. How are we doing? Hope we're doing well. So, if you have not joined me for one of these before, this is one of my geeky lunch chats with games, where over my lunch break I talk a load of rubbish and play a game of some sort, generally a board game, a digital version of a board game, and that is exactly what I am doing today. So today, I'm just going to turn the volume on the game down just a smidge, because it's a little bit... no, I think it's about right. So what we're playing today is we're playing Terraforming Mars, which is a game I've had on Steam for a very long time. It was part of a, I want to say, a Humble Bundle. I'd heard of it, never tried it, but I understand it's pretty well reviewed. And you get the fun of watching me play a board game I have never played before on camera. So expect confusion, expect me doubting what is left of my sanity as I go through this, but hopefully it'll be a bit of fun. So let's dive in. All right, tutorial. Should this have like a computer voice? Normally I do like dramatic narration, but I feel this should have some creepy computer voice. Welcome to Terraforming Mars. In Terraforming Mars, you control a corporation whose goal is to make Mars Earth-like enough to live freely on it. In order to win, you have to score the highest by accumulating a good Terraform rating, accumulating as many victory points as possible. This is your current Terraform rating. Each player starts at 20. You can increase your Terraform rating by increasing the global parameters or by playing certain cards. Victory points are earned by playing certain cards, placing tiles on Mars, or claiming milestones and winning awards. The game ends once all three global parameters, temperature, oxygen, and ocean, are maxed. Temperature reaches 8 degrees. Oxygen reaches 14%. 9 oceans are placed. Global parameters are shared among all players. Raising a global parameter can also give an immediate bonus to the player that increased it. The first global parameter is oceans. You raise the ocean level by placing an ocean tile on the planet. You need to place 9 in total. The next global parameter is oxygen. You raise oxygen level by placing greenery tiles on the planet or with certain cards. You need to increase oxygen to 14%. When you reach 8%, you increase the temperature for free. The last global parameter is temperature. You raise the temperature level with certain actions and cards. You need to increase the temperature from -30 degrees to 8 degrees in steps of 2 degrees. When you reach -24 degrees and -20 degrees, you increase your heat production. Reaching 0 degrees allows you to place a free ocean. The game is divided into generations. You get new project cards at the beginning of each generation and resources at the end of each generation. A generation is divided into the following steps. 1. Player order phase. 2. Research phase. 3. Action phase. 4. Production phase. The first phase is the player order phase. In this phase, the first player becomes the last and all other players move up by 1 place. Next comes the research phase. During this phase, you can buy new project cards. Each card costs 3 MC. Okay, I've got a load of stuff here. What the frick have I got here? So, beginner corporation. This is a standard corporation doing standard things. There are no special effects or actions to keep track of. This is a good corporation to start with if you're terraforming a planet for the first time. You start with 42 MC. You're getting a head start on Musk. Oh, geez. If I was getting a head start on Musk, I'd probably be, committing genocide or something like that. But yes, this is probably exactly what he's planning. He's probably thinking that this is the way you actually do it. There we go. Also, hey, Dragon Pockets. Instead of participating in the first research phase, draw 10 cards for free. Okay, and there are other more complicated corporations. So I think, clear this is the tutorial. I start with the first one. Select this card to buy it. But which one? Which one? Which one do I select? It's not doing anything. What? am I doing? Nothing's happening. Is the game frozen? No, I don't think so. It's just not doing anything. Unless I'm clicking in the wrong place. What the heck's going on here? Right. It is actually responding to me. But why is it not clicking stuff? Hang on, let me tinker with settings, see if there's something going on here that's weird. I'm gonna pop back in. It's beginners is selected, so I don't know. Not only do I, it's weird. Give me a second. Is there something? Full screen is off. Full screen's off. Full screen is on. So let's. I don't know why graphic quality's low. Right, let's try that again. Maybe I missed something. Maybe I was having too much fun doing a stupid computer voice that I actually missed something incredibly important. Right, we're just going to go blah 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 blah. Right, research phase. Each card costs 3 MC. Select this card to buy it. It's selected. Confirm. Do I have to pay something? What? It just doesn't want to respond to stuff. Select this card to buy it. I have. What? What? What the? Huh. I was confused. I was very confused. I feel it should be doing something, and it's not. Is this a... Is this a Mac thing? I would have thought fundamentally if it just didn't work, someone would have raised this, because this game's been around for a little while now. Is it a multi-mod thing? Maybe you have nothing to buy it with, maybe. I mean, possibly. I feel I should be able to click confirm, and it's not. Are they wanting me to choose a different one? Is something just not happening because I'm on like a multi-monitor setup? What's going on here? Give me just a second. Right, I'm just gonna go on to just chatting for a second, and let's try moving it onto my other screen and see if this makes a difference. I mean, I can't imagine that it does, but it really doesn't want to. It really doesn't want to respond to me clicking on stuff, which is weird. Right, hang on. Let me quit the game and go back in. Yeah, you don't need to see all this. That's why I've gone to just chatting for a second. That'll be gutting if I can't actually play it. If I need to switch it to a different monitor, I will. Let's see if that makes a difference. Right, I'm just going to go back into tutorial. OBS is hidden behind this, so I can't see what you're doing for a second. It really doesn't want to respond. Select this card to buy. Oh! Aha! Right. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Right, let's go back. Cool. Right, we're back. We are back. I tried hitting enter and it did something. So we'll see if this is just a problem or not. But each card costs 3. Right, so we've selected that, and I'm going to press enter, and it does it. Cool. Select this card to buy it. Done. Okay. I wonder if that pop-up before wasn't meant to be there. Who knows? Right. Click done. Okay. Musk saw my comment. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, he sabotaged me. Okay. And hey, Moon Dust Cats. Right. Okay, panic over. Right. Back to creepy computer voice. Once all players have bought their cards, you enter the action phase. In this phase, you use your resources to perform as many actions as you want to increase your score and terraform Mars. You're all going to die. This is your player board. The board row indicates your current resources. You use these resources to perform the various actions of the game. Above, in the brown boxes, you have your resource production. At the end of every generation, you gain this amount of resources. The first resource is Mega Credits, MC. This is your general currency for buying and playing project cards and using standard projects. At the beginning of each generation, you gain your Terraform rating plus your MC production in MC resource. You can perform up to 2 actions per turn, after which it becomes your opponent's turn. If you can no longer perform an action or do not wish to perform one, select the pass button. If you've already played one action, you can skip. If you play 2 actions, you have to end your turn, or I will end it for you and your life. Your turn ends and you can play again once all remaining players have finished their turns. If you haven't played an action yet, you can pass. You will no longer be able to play until every player passes and the generation ends. Pass your turn for now. Okay, that being said, where's the pass button? It's too convincing. Oh, jeez. Right, where's pass? Pass is over there. Cool. Do you want to pass? If you do, blah, 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 blah. Yes, it told me to. Purple player's turn. Purple player passed their turn. Once all players have passed their turn, you enter the production phase. First, your energy resources are converted to heat. Then you gain the amount of resources of your production for each turn. Okay. Once all global parameters are filled, the game will end at the end of the generation. Scoring is explained in the 5th tutorial. Okay, alright. So, we've got elements of some stuff there. I definitely think you're in for a show of Dave gets very confused. I'm not going to lie. But we'll see. They've clearly done a multi-part tutorial to try and guide me into this. So let's see. Let's go on to standard projects as opposed to murder projects. Right, we're playing the beginner corporation. It is now responding. Standard projects represent all critical actions of the game. They are always available and can be used without limit, though they usually cost more than using cards. Open the standard project menu. Sell Patent allows you to discard one of your cards from your hand to gain 1 MC per discarded card. Use the Sell Patent action now. Before selecting the cards you want to sell, you can view your hand and confirm that you want to sell some cards. I read a Sell Planet for a second. It's like, yeah, now we're in Musk territory, aren't we? Right, okay. Select. No, what? You can view your hand and confirm. Okay, I just click OK. Cool. Select the card you want to sell. The hit one, please, and I shall sell it. Okay. Once you've made your choice, select the no, it has gone away. Off, it has fucked. Select standard projects once more. Power plant allows you to increase energy production by 1 step. Asteroid allows you to increase temperature by 1 step. This is also increases your terraform rating by 1. Aquifer allows you to place an ocean. Use it now. Oceans can be placed on any designated spot on Mars. Ocean tiles are not owned by a player once placed. You increase your terraform rating by 1 for placing an ocean. Any tile that is later placed next to an ocean grants a bonus to MC. You can gain resources as a placement bonus by placing a tile in a particular position. Place your ocean here and gain 1 plant resource as well as 2 MC for the adjacent ocean. Right, how the frick can I tell that there is a... So once we do it there, where's the adjacent ocean? Is this the adjacent ocean? I is confused. I is confused. I is very confused. But enjoy my confusion and my stupid voices. You have no actions left, so you'll have to end your turn and become deceased. No, MC stands for Mars credits. I mean, basically, yes, it's something like, it was something like mega capitalism or something like that. I can't remember what it was. I didn't read that. That appeared and disappeared before I had a chance to read it. Okay, that wasn't important. Yeah, so someone is playing some cards. It's your turn. Select standard projects once more. Greenery allows you to place greenery and increase the oxygen level. Place one now. Placing a greenery allows you to increase the oxygen level. If that is possible, you also increase your terraform rating. You can place greeneries even if the maximum ocean level is reached. Additional oxygen means that we can incinerate you. Greeneries have to be placed next to another tile you own if possible. Each greenery you own gives you 1 victory point at the end of the game. Place your greenery here to gain 2 plant resources as well as 4 MC from the adjacent oceans. Okay, let's do it. Slightly weird sound effects there. It sounded very squelchy, that growing. Select standard projects once more. City allows you to place a city. No shift Sherlock, and increase your MC production by 1. Select city now. Cities can be placed anywhere on Mars, but no 2 cities can be placed one next to the other. You gain 1 victory point per adjacent greenery at the end of the game. Place your city here to gain 1 plant resource. The additional greeneries will give you 1 VP each at the end of your game. Congratulations, you have finished this step of the tutorial. Would you like to go to the next step, project cards? Yes, why not? In this tutorial, we will learn about project cards and how you can use them to gain victory in Terraforming Mars. I do not believe that there are sheep upon Mars, but we shall find out. Let's start the game at the beginning, for it is the logical place to start. First, you'll need to select your corporation. Your corporation determines your starting resources as well as some bonus abilities. Beginning corporation starts with 10 free project cards and 42 MC. Receive these cards. I consider them received. Open your project card hand. Project cards allow you to improve the corporation situation in order to terraform Mars more efficiently than your opponents. They can give you different types of benefits, like gaining resources or resource production, gaining recurring actions or effects, placing cards, or increasing a global parameter. You can buy new project cards during the research phase at the beginning of each new generation. Certain actions can also give you new project cards. Okay, we're doing that. This is a project card. There exist 3 kinds: automated cards, green, event cards, red, and active cards, blue. On top of the card is the cost in MC to play it. On the other side are the tags of the cards. These place cards in certain categories and can affect or be affected by other cards. In the middle, you see the immediate effect of the card. This is what playing the card gives you. You can always press the information button to view the full description of the card, where I will berate you sarcastically. Green cards are automated cards that allow you to perform immediate actions. Use this card to increase your plant production by 1. Can we name adopted lichen? Maybe. Okay. Things are happening. Open your project card hand. Select this card. Some cards give you victory points when you play them. You can see VPs in the circle on the side. I too would like to eject the VP into space. Playing this green card increases your titanium production by 1. I have glitched and have a repeated word, as well as giving you VP. Use this card now. You have no more actions left, so you will have to end your turn. Oh, hey there, Lalion Cosplay. How are you doing? We are playing Terraforming Mars, or rather, I'm doing some of the tutorials for Terraforming Mars. It's a really complicated game. I'm keeping myself amused as I go through these complicated tutorials by doing a creepy computer voice. Open your project card and select this card. Release of inert gases. Red cards are event cards that allow you to perform immediate actions. Once played, red cards are hidden from your opponent. Use this card now. Okay, far too many things to do. I'm distracting myself from the deadlines at the moment. Well, I will endeavour to be a distraction to help both hinder you in doing those things. Open your project card hand. Select this card. This card has a requirement. You need to reach this before it can be played. The requirement is here at the bottom. Look at it. Not reached this requirement yet, or you suck and you are not good at this game yet. Let us go to the next card. Some cards allow you to place tiles. These are either the normal tiles seen previously or special cards. Use this card to place a volcano. Yeah, we're definitely channeling Elon Musk here. He's definitely the sort of person who would build volcanoes. Special tiles often have placement requirements. If these places are no longer available, the card cannot be played. Volcanoes can only be placed on a specific location between a choice of 4. So am I putting it over here? Explodey stuff. You have no more actions left. You will have to end your turn. As your opponent has passed their turn, you will immediately get to play. Would you like to play a game? I don't know what they're doing. It's me again. Open your project card hand. Select this card. Blue cards are active cards that give you access to actions or effects that are available for the rest of the game. This card offers an action. An action can only be used once per generation. This card also features dynamic victory points. The amount of VPs you receive from this card depends on your final board. For example, with this card, you will receive 1 VP for each card you have played that has a Jovian tag. It looks like you do not have enough MC to use this card. Since it has a space tag, you have the possibility to use titanium resource to reduce the price. 1 titanium equals 3 MC. Decrease the cost and use the card. How much can I decrease it by? I mean, I could go a lot. How much monies do I have? Should I just... Let's just do 1 and see if it'll let me do it. Open your project card hand. Okay. I'm going to resist making a political comment on this one. This card offers an effect. An effect automatically happens when a specific situation occurs. This card has a resource production requirement. You can't use it unless you have enough production to produce. MC production can go down to -5. Since you did not reach these requirements yet, let us go to the next card. Here is what you could have won. You don't have enough MC to use this card either. Sucks to be you. However, since it has a building tag, you have the possibility to use the steel resource to reduce the price. 1 steel equals 2 MC. Decrease the cost and use the card. So I can, how much? It's a tutorial, I could guess decrease it by any amount. Let's increase it by loads. Why not? Let's go mad. I try to entertain. Congratulations, you have finished this step of the tutorial. Would you like to go to the next step? Additional actions, including murder. Choose your corporation. This tutorial will show you additional actions you can play, as well as specific rules. Once you gather 8 plant resources, you can convert them into a greenery. You can place a greenery tile on Mars, increasing the oxygen level by 1 step and increasing your terraform rating by 1. Try it now. I put the terra in terraforming. Do you want to convert 8 plants to a greenery? Plant conversion is available even if the oxygen level is maxed out, but you don't increase the terraform rating in that case. Where am I doing it? It's one of these, is it? Once you gather 8 heat resources, you can convert them to temperature. You increase the temperature level by 1 step, increasing your terraform rating by 1. Try it now. Do you want to convert 8 heat to increase the temperature? Yes. You have no more actions left, so you will have to end your turn. Okay. This is your Effects tab. All effects given by active cards, blue, and your corporation are listed here. Go to the Effects tab now. Effects happen on their own and cannot be used, but they can be triggered by other actions. All other things that can be triggered are weenie moguls who like to make money at others' expense. Mouse over this effect to see its details. This gives you 2 MC when a city tile is played. The red border around the city tile indicates that this rule applies to any player. Let's try it out. Go to Standard Projects to place a city. Right, so I go to here and I do a place a city somewhere where I'm building it. I guess anywhere I want. It's good to have it by greenery, isn't it, right? Because of your card's effect, you've gained an additional 2 MC. This is your Actions tab. Like effects, actions given by active cards, blue, and your corporation are listed here. Open the Action tab now. Actions can be used once per generation. Go over to this action. Okay. Many actions allow you to trade a resource for an advantage, such as increasing your terraform rating. Use this action. I had to make a clip of I put the terror in terraforming. Thank you. I appreciate it. You have no more actions left, so you will have to end your turn. As your opponent has passed their turn, you will immediately get to play. Purple player passed their turn. It is your turn. Open your Actions tab again. Other actions accumulate resources that give you victory points at the end of your turn. Use this action to add a resource to it. Tardigrades. Gotta love a good tardigrade. Whoops down. End your turn once more. As your opponent has passed their turn, you will immediately get to play. Open your Action tab again. Some actions allow you to steal from other players to gain the resource for yourself. Use this action to steal a resource. Steals me some tardigrades. Open your Action tab again. Other actions accumulate resources to be used later. Use this action. No sheep, but there are ants. This is true. Space ants. Or spants. Yeah, Dicky. Congratulations, you have finished the step of the tutorial. Would you like to go on to the next step, scoring? In this tutorial, you will learn about the end of the game and how scoring works. Milestones are special accomplishments you can claim, each giving you 5 victory points at the end of the game. If you meet the criteria of a milestone, you may claim it by paying 8 MC. A milestone may only be claimed by one player, and only 3 of the 5 milestones may be claimed in total. Open the Milestones menu. Since you have a Terraform rating of at least 35, let us claim the Terraformer milestone. Awards can be funded at any time, but are only awarded at the end of the game. Each award rewards players for a specific achievement. The player that comes in first position scores 5 VP, and the second scores 2 VP. Only 3 of 5 awards may be funded in total, and their funding cost increases starting at 8 MC, then 14 MC, and finally 20 MC. Open the Awards menu. Since you are the player with the most tiles in play, you can fund the Landlord Award. Again, characters would like some awards. Remember that even though you might be the leader when you fund the award, the reward is only given at the end of the game, so things might change. Fund it now. So that's interesting. So you can essentially unlock achievements that will get you points, but now it's on the table. Someone else could actually get better at it later in the game and actually win the points for it. That's cool and interesting. I like that. Pass to go to the next generation. When all global parameters have been maxed, you enter the game end after the end of the current generation. Pass to go to the next generation. What's happening? Things are happening. First step is the plant conversion. Since there is a final production phase, you might be able to perform plant conversions for extra victory points. You can convert plants to up to 2 greeneries. Once this is done, points are tallied to show who the winner is. First, each player's Terraform rating is taken as the base of the score. Next comes the awards. 5 VPs are given to the winner of each award, and additional 2 VPs are given to the player in second place unless there are only 2 players. Next comes the milestones. 5 VPs are given for each milestone to the player that claimed it. Next are the points for the greeneries. Each greenery gives 1 VP to the player that owns it. Next are the points for the cities. Each city earns 1 VP per adjacent greenery, whether you own the greenery or not. Next are the points for the project cards. Each victory point given by a project card is added to the player's total. This includes the hidden points for event cards and the dynamic victory points. Finally, the winner is revealed. If there are 2 players with the same amount of points, the one with the most MC is the winner. If they share the same, they shall fight to the death. Okay, so in this slightly contrived example, I win. Cool. Okay, all right. Congratulations, you have finished the step words fail. You've finished the step of the tutorial. Would you like to go to the next step? Venus next? I don't know if I can actually, because I'm going to need to wrap this up and actually go back to work, which sucks. I'm going to say no for now. Let's look. There's just 1 bit left. Learn about the new features available in... Oh, so that's like an expansion. So I think, yeah, we're definitely not going to do that. So, okay, we've gone through all the tutorial stuff today. I've got bits of it. I think I'll kind of fumble through this when we get onto our first proper game of this. I think we might be able to do another one of these streams tomorrow lunchtime. I think my day's all right. Or failing that, I will try and do one either tomorrow or Friday, because I'd like to kind of strike while the iron is relatively hot. Otherwise, because if I've got to jump a week before I get to this, or even if it was just Monday before I get back to this again, I will have forgotten anything I barely knew to begin with. So I think we will. I think we'll try and do an extra one of these lunch chat with game streams. Either tomorrow or Friday. But thank you so much for joining me for this. Hope you enjoyed watching my brain explode and some slightly creepy voiceover stuff. But hopefully it was entertaining for you. No, I really do appreciate it. That's true. I could rewatch my YouTube vid. I mean, that is not a bad shout. It's actually me reminding myself how the heck this works beforehand. Thanks for streaming. It was a bit confusing to pay attention to in and out, but incredible voice acting and pleasant to listen to as always. That is incredibly kind. Thank you, Moondust Cats. Great, thank you. Have a good rest of your day. No, thank you. Let's do general wrap-up stuff. If you've enjoyed this, please follow me both on Twitch and YouTube. I'm at DC Bradshaw on both. If you'd like to follow me on social media, you can find me on Blue Sky at dcbradshaw.com and Threads at dcbradshaw. I also have a Ko-Fi in the bottom here, ko-fi.com/dcbradshaw. If you want to pay me £3 a month, it helps pay for stuff, basically. It pays for the subscriptions for my Zoom licensing and stuff like that. Not licensing, Zoom subscription, so I can record episodes of Short Thoughts and stuff like that. Because then it means if I actually manage to sell some TTRPG stuff, I get to either keep the profits or invest it in more artwork. Speaking of Short Thoughts, we're currently on a hiatus, but in the chat there, you will find a link to Short Thoughts, which is my bite-sized interview show. Each episode is 13 to 15 minutes long, perfect to listen to, a little focus break in the middle of the day. And as I said before, I'm currently pushing towards YouTube Partner, so any hours of watched content is just wonderful for me. So please listen to all that good stuff. And we do have my latest guest, Lalian Cosplay, actually in the room. Anya's episode is delightful. It really is. So have a look. That's episode 18. So have a little look to that. And otherwise, anything you can to, watch any of my stuff and push me towards YouTube Partner is just wonderful. Again, for those who didn't catch it, I read the entire Treasure Island for charity 2 weeks ago. So if you want to listen to that, go ahead. The voice acting is not as ridiculous as this. It's more just me kind of narrating. Yeah, hope you enjoy that. let us look at a bit of raiding. Who is about? We have a very slow computer is what we have. We've got Cypher of Tyr and we've got Eminog. What's going on here? I mean, Cypher's only recently started, but she is doing. Oh no, she's doing a bit of productive stuff, and they're going to feudal Japan. So I'm guessing he's going to be playing Assassin's Creed. So if we can, we will raid across to Cypher, who is an absolute delight, and actually was the guest before last on Short Thoughts. There you go. It's as if I planned this. I did not, but there we go. Alrighty, I think we're going to raid across in just a second. If you are on YouTube, we'll just disappear. Well, we'll go to the end screen. You won't jump anywhere else. But have a lovely time. And hopefully I will see you either tomorrow or Friday for more Terraforming Mars. All right. Take care. Bye.